Hey guys, it's Nate with Nate's Caddyshack, and this is the next episode of Finds of the Week. I'm gonna have to start using episode numbers. Let's just call it episode 2. This week we did a bunch of thrifting. Drove all the way to Fort Wayne, Indiana, 2 hours and check. Drove all the way to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Drove 2 hours and like 45 minutes or some such nonsense, a couple stops in between, found literally nothing. It wasn't until the very last stop that I started kind of finding some things that'll be most of it's stuff that's going in my personal collection, some Hogan directors, a couple Callaways that are in the bag right now. But the big find of the week is this bag. And the Razor Edge. Let's check out my zoom in abilities. I've got some new equipment, so I've kind of been working on improving the production value of this a little bit. So we got the Razor Edge irons, 5 through 9. Was the pitching wedge in there? The pitching wedge was in there, so 5 through pitching wedge. So I was pretty happy about that. Those are great clubs. We're actually going to play about 3 holes with everything in the bag here. Found a King Cobra Speed LD. This thing, I hate the way it sounds off the face. I'm sure somebody will appreciate it, but it is definitely not for me. The way it sounds off the face, I feel is like just awful. You guys, I'm sure you guys will hear it in just a minute. Found a bunch of hybrids, TaylorMade Jet Speed here, and the King Cobra oversize 3/4 degree hybrid. Apparently, well, it's adjustable. Apparently, you can adjust the loft in such a way that it can act as a 3 or it can act as a 4, which I guess is pretty cool. And they're going for a pretty penny right now, even kind of with the paint beat up like this one currently is. So I'm pretty excited about the find, but I've never seen that before. And then the Cobra baffler. Get the camera on that. I am the worst cameraman ever. Cobra Baffler 3A. I really like this club too. It's 20 degrees as opposed to 19 degrees. But oh my God, keep the camera steady, man. For crying out loud. Maybe if we zoom out a little, it'll help me out. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this club is pretty much mint. It's the Baffler DWS, and it is real cool. I like it a lot. And let's see here. Oh, the Integra long. Get the. This thing is redonkulous. This thing is just silly. Look at this thing. Like the shape of it. Apparently it's for long drives. I guess that's the market they're targeting, like people who enter long drive contests or whatnot, which is certainly not me. But the crown of this thing is awesome. It's all carbon fiber. I don't know why. I like that. So I figured, I mean, it was nothing. Like maybe like I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was not something that I would let go by at that price. I'm sure. Otherwise, if it was, I just wouldn't have bought it. But oh, it was part of a bundle. It was part of a bundle. That's what it was. Okay, and got a Cleveland CG11 56 degree. That one's in kind of rough shape. The grooves are still good though. You can kind of see. I mean, it's definitely been well loved, but the grooves are still in good condition, which is why I picked it up. What else do I got in here? I thought I saw. Oh yeah, there's the Steelhead. I don't know how the light in here right now is, so we'll turn it over. Steelhead XR. And I also found a 9-iron Rogue, which more and more I'm starting to really appreciate the Callaway irons. To begin with, I was a TaylorMade guy. What are you getting caught on in there? To begin with, I was a TaylorMade guy. Then I switched to Ping. But the more I use them, the more I'm appreciating the Callaway irons. And then A3OS sand wedge for Adams. Once again, did find quite a few Adams this week. Shows some restraint. Only picked up the stuff that was either going to help me finish the set or that I thought was interesting. Didn't buy everything. So, but this bag, it's a faux leather. I thought it was actual leather, but apparently it's not. Faux leather Palmer, old school, like mid 80s card bag, and it is beautiful. It is really gorgeous. So I think this one's actually staying in the collection. Probably won't be going up on Marketplace or eBay. And yeah, it is missing the strap, so I'm currently looking for a replacement. But for the time being, that is absolutely staying in the collection. Oh, and it's got the cool divider in it too, so your clubs don't get all stuck and jammed up together. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but hopefully you can. All right. But those are the finds of the week. We did find some other stuff, like some Maxfly, a set of Maxfly Revolution. And those will be going, like budget clubs, they'll be going up on the Marketplace and eBay relatively cheap. A couple other sets that I'm actually waiting on pieces to complete. TaylorMade steel super steel burners, some ladies clubs. Got a couple sets of those, and there's also some drivers and all that kind of stuff up there. So if you're interested, check it out for sure. Details will be in the description of this video, and they'll be in my profile, the links to the pages as well. And once again, I appreciate your guys' support. I think we're up to like 4 subscribers after 2 weeks. I don't know if that's good or not, but like our shorts are doing really well. So I think that's probably going to be cool. But anyways, yeah, we're going to try this one out first, I think, because it looks like a brick. It looks like a brick on the end of a stick. I don't know how people hit that goddamn thing. I'm sure you have to be much taller than me and generate a lot more friggin' force in your downswing to actually get that thing to fly. So I'm positive it's going to make me look like a fool. But whatever, we'll give it a shot. And then we'll hear the sweet, melodious sounds of just balls sounding like they're coming out of a cannon. The terrible ting. That's what it is. It's a ting. It's like a real low, just ugly ting when it comes off the face of this goddamn thing, this Cobra Speed LD or whatever. It's goddamn awful. It's awful. It goes, but it's awful. All right, let's switch over and we'll play probably 3 holes and get this going. All right, hopefully these new lapel mics won't go flying off here during my swing. All right, as promised, we're gonna start. I just hit the lapel mic. Yeah, I gotta find a better solution for that. Maybe like put it on a hat or something like that. I've seen people on YouTube do that before. That might be the way to go. But first out of the bag on tee number 1 is gonna be the iDrive. Oh boy, this thing. I don't know how they do it, man. I really don't. These long drivers just, I think it's like a mental thing where they can just like not lose control, but just swing as hard as possible and still maintain control, or not like be concerned with losing that control. But let's see here, see what we can do. If you hear music in the background, there's literally a church right across the street from where I live, and it's Sunday service. Apparently they had a live band outside, and it's like probably like 47 to 50 degrees out. Not the warmest morning ever. Yeah, I barely got any freaking loft on that whatsoever. What do we roll out to? 267? Yeah, we're going to take another swipe at that. 5-degree launch angle. That ain't great. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to rotate a little bit more. Try to come up on the ball a little bit more. Shallow out the driver swing a little bit on this thing. This is only what was this? Yeah, it's 9.5. I thought it might be 8.5 for a second. But it is definitely a heavy shaft, and Not a ton of flex. That was a little bit better. A little bit right, but a little bit better. Come on, let me work with it. Cart path, baby. I'll take it. I will take that cart path. Yeah, 138, 91, 151 smash factor. Oh boy. That actually came off the face really well. I feel like I should have gone a lot farther for those numbers. Like I've hit, 130 with a 1.5 smash factor and gone like 320 on this hole. So not sure what the hell's going on there, but we've got a giant bush in front of us. So to make sure we get out, or hopefully up and over anyway, I'm just gonna put the Cleveland CG11 right over the bush. Hopefully. We're gonna open this thing up a lot. All right, got ourselves out of trouble. That thing felt really good. I like this a lot. It's not going to replace my jaws, but it's all right. Yeah, the old school Clevelands I like a lot better than the new like RTX and zip cores and all of that. Oh no, that was Tour Edge. Never mind. No, I mean like the RTX and zip core I know are Cleveland, but I was about to say I really like the new irons though, but that was Tour Edge. I tried some of those out a couple months ago. I know it was the Cleveland Launchers. Yeah, sorry guys, it was the Cleveland Launchers. They're fantastic. Like the new ones, I can't remember if they were 23 or the 24 miles I was testing, but I hit the 7-iron like 215, 220, like more than once. It wasn't like a fluke where I just caught it perfectly. It was more than once. I was like, holy shit. All right, what do we got left? 206. Let's try the King Cobra oversize for starters. This is the King Cobra oversize. I do not have the tool for this. I wonder if my Callaway tool will work. It absolutely will. Look at that. That is freaking great. Because it is currently, that is super rusty. I'm going to have to replace that pin. All right, so we're back, guys. I was trying to adjust this is in 4-iron configuration right now. I was trying to get it down to 3-iron. My Callaway tool actually works on it, which is fantastic, but it is all seized up in here. There's a lot of rust and whatnot, so I'm going to have to clean all that out before I sell it. But it does hit pretty well. I know because I hit it last night when I was out here hitting balls because I had insomnia. You want to get better at golf? Get insomnia. Man, if I could stop just sending shit right, that would be awesome. That's all right. We cleared the water. Didn't quite make the green though. So yeah, that felt really good. It felt really smooth. The shaft isn't too whippy. It's what is it? UST Mamiya recoil. Does it have the flex on there? 460 E3. I don't know what those numbers mean. It's like I wish they would agree on a standard shaft description for flex and weight and all that. But either way, felt real good off the face. I actually have been working on my swing all week, and I feel like I've made some improvements. But before, I would open my face a little bit because it helped me stay on path in my backswing to find the right path, the path that I'm happy with. But now I've made some changes to my swing, and I'm getting through the ball a lot easier, and that is leaving my club face open. Doing that is leaving my club face open. So I need to be cognizant of closing the club face at address now and see if that helps. So we got 40 feet. We are gonna hit the 56 because that's all we have in the bag. Actually, we're not gonna hit the CG11. We'll hit the Adams OS. This is again the A3. Yeah, the A3 OS hybrid. These are like the hybrid irons. Not unsimilar to the Tour Edge, J-Max, Ironwood, 7-iron, Bazooka. Almost forgot Bazooka. Like I said, a lot of names. Love that thing. It's sitting in the bag inside. It's actually going up on Marketplace today, and I'm kind of like, Roll out. I'll take it. From the woods to the fairway to the, not quite the fringe, the par. All right. As promised, the King Cobra Speed LD. Is it King Cobra F Speed LD? I'm just simplify your names, guys. I can't tell you how hard it is when I'm trying to identify a club or get information on it to sell. And their naming models are so ridiculous. It's like, I like Ping, relatively easy. You know, they do, series. You know, you got the G400, G410, G425, G430, G4, was there a G420? I'm not even sure. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of easy to catch the progression and know where to go when you're looking for information. But like Cobra, it's like King Cobra Speed LD 5000 inertia F 10.5 degrees. And I just make it simple. Make it simple, guys. All right, here we go. All right, well, gonna be hitting balls while Jesus gets his. Maybe he'll give us a little something. Yeah, do you hear how bad that sounded? I mean, it like my ears are kind of ringing. Yeah, we came up on that one for sure. 135, 1.5 smash factor, 90.6 club speed. Feels like it should have gone farther. I think my launch angle is just up a little bit high right now since I made the swing changes, and that's kind of what's nuking my distance a little bit. But like if I shallowed out a little bit more, kind of limited my rotation a little bit more, I bet you I could get it down to like I'd like to see my launch angle between 14 and 16 degrees. That I think is where I get the best results. All right, 167. We're gonna go ahead and hit. We're going uphill. Got a little right-to-left wind. Yeah, we'll hit the 7-iron. This is gonna be the Razor Edge 7-iron, and on the next hole we'll try the Rogue and the Steelhead, or not Steelhead, the XR. Yeah, zip through that a little bit, but it'll get us where we need to go. And these feel really good too. I think the shafts are a little bit light for me, but they've got these cool little, I don't know if you guys can see that, but got these cool little emblems right on the end of them. I like them a lot. I'm actually going to take another swipe at that one. I feel like I might have been over the ball a little bit too much. Remember to close the face, dummy. It's not so much with my irons. Leaving the face open a little bit generates a draw for me too. Driver, for sure. At see it's drawing in a little bit. Go. Dude, dropping the hole. 20 inches away. I'll take it. Yeah, you can't complain about those results at all. Way to go, Callaway, with your razor edge. I'll tell you what, if anybody from Callaway sees this video, sees I just took one of your clubs, which is, I think, like 12 to 15 years old at this point, maybe 10, and knocked it to within 20 inches, I want a sponsorship. You send me some free shit like you sent Good, goddammit. Yeah, that probably won't be happening anytime soon, but that's okay. Yeah, those kids. You know what? We're going to hit the TaylorMade Jetsby off the tee. Just so we can try her out. But yeah, those kids, like watching those videos, like I remember when I was young and it actually moved. Body hadn't betrayed me. Sure, it'd be pretty great. Pretty soon you're going to hear me yelling at kids to get off my lawn. Ooh, no launch angle whatsoever. Felt like I caught that clean, but yeah, I went at 172, but yeah, 5.1 launch angle. And that's kind of what I'm working on. You know, making sure that I feel like I've got more control, but I'm not quite getting the launch angle I want right now. That's a little bit better. Knocked it out to 204. Yeah, I really like this thing. There's something about it's a Fujikura shaft. Or no, wait, is it? No, it's the Velox T, 75 grams. It's heavy, but it still has a kick. Like in that swing, it felt like I was like behind the swing a little bit when I came through. And it still felt like it kicked and shot off the face. It almost felt like a mishit, but it, obviously worked out. All right, Cobra Baffler. Let's give this bad boy a shot. I haven't gotten to hit the rogue yet. We have to play one more hole so I can hit that one, then I think that's what's going to happen. Only thing I really like, I've liked a lot of Cobra stuff. I feel like they're a little bit underrated. I think they've made poor decisions in their grips, especially their older clubs. Like their King Cobra clubs, I've hit a lot because you find them a lot. You find them a lot in Goodwills and pawn shops and whatnot. And I've actually got 2 lady sets sitting inside right now that are pretty much mint that are going to be going up, and they're great. They're absolutely great. But I cannot tell you how many Cobra clubs I've had to regrip because they used those terrible, like, they're not wrapped grips, but they're like faux wrapped grips, and they just disintegrate. And I've had to replace so many of them. It is ridiculous. But once you replace the grips, they're great. I'm sure they've, in their newer stuff, that is not a problem, but in their older stuff, it sure is. Didn't quite catch that as good as I wanted to. Felt like I was a little bit fat and a little bit fast through my downswing. So we'll give her another shot here. And, normally I wouldn't be taking mulligans, but it's like, it's unfair to the clubs I realized this last week. It's unfair to the clubs if you haven't used them, and every club feels different. That is much better. Launch angle wasn't quite there, but that's gonna roll. Yeah, I would have liked to get that launch angle up a little bit, but that was pumped for sure. 121, smash factor 146. That felt great. Yeah, if I find, like, this one's going up for sure. This one's going to go up on Marketplace and eBay and all that good stuff. But if I find another one in the future, I might put a Cobra baffler in my bag. Because I don't mind a stinger, like, whatsoever. Absolutely don't mind a stinger. As long as it goes straight and relatively long, I'm good with it. And sometimes you need it. So, all right. We're going to hit the iDrive again. This is a par 5. I'm sure we'll get a chance to use that Callaway Rogue. What is that, the 7-iron? I think so. Yeah, I watched this video this week on YouTube of Bryson DeChambeau, because I've been trying to work on my driver swing, right? So I watched him, watched Rory, and watched a couple other guys, watched Tiger. And I got stuck on this video where Rick Shields, Bryson DeChambeau was trying to get Rick Shields to pump the long ball. And I was watching that video, I was like, dude, how Rick Shields is not turning around and breaking that driver over DeChambeau's head, I'll never know. Because he was kind of acting like a douche. But, like, big shocker, Bryson DeChambeau acts like a douche. Like, it's not news. But when Bryson went up and showed him how he wanted him to do it, he did this thing. And it worked its way into my routine. He was like, he's breathing heavy, he's getting pumped up. He's like, it was just, I saw it, and it just became part of the routine sometimes. I don't know. Like, I'm definitely not pumping it out that far. I say what you want about the guy, but he knows how to hit a golf ball. Go get around that corner. That'll work. That will work. 133, 1.4. Yeah, smash factor was a little bit off, but club speed was way up. That's good. All right, here we go. Got an opportunity to hit the Callaway Rogue. It is a 9-iron. I'm pretty sure I can get, like, if we go over this hill, the bottom drops out of the hole, so we'll probably get it 165, 170. So it'll leave us in layup territory for sure. Definitely can't hit the green right now with this though. And I feel like I'm crowding the ball again. Not gonna be able to clear my hips if I don't get back. A little bit of a draw. 170. Almost on the number. That felt really good. These grips, I prefer Golf Pride. These grips aren't bad. I've never seen them before, pure. I'm sure somebody out there has. But this frickin' shaft is heavy. Like, that felt like the club was swinging me. It was like, dude, just relax. I know where I'm going. And it came down, it came through. I mean, you saw that ball flight. Like, usually my trajectory is a little bit lower than that. That was real high. This thing was just like, nah, I'm taking the freaking controls. You just settle down, jerk. Okay, what do we got left in? 108. All right, we're gonna hit the Razor's Edge. Razor's Edge. What am I, Scott Hall? Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we're gonna hit a light pitching wedge because I do not have a 54 in my bag. I have it in my regular bag, but we're not using it. Roll. I'll take that for birdie, 19 feet. It'll probably two-putt us, but that's okay. I ain't mad at you. We're already 1 under, baby. Oh, it one-putted us. We're at 2 under. Dude, I don't know if I can sell these clubs now. Are you kidding me? I haven't been 2 under on this course at the 5th hole in a while. I mean, granted, well, I guess it doesn't count because we did take some mulligans to kind of showcase the clubs. That's the important part. Showcasing the clubs, not my game, which, I mean, let's face it, is awesome right now. Just kidding. But anyways, that's the video for this week, guys. I did actually get some footage while I was out hunting for clubs, and I'm going to put that after I get all this edited up. It might go up in this video, it might go up in a separate video, maybe break them up, have like a thrifting for par series and then find of the week series. I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But yeah, everybody have a great Sunday. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for viewing the shorts and the videos and subscribing. Got four subscribers, baby, in 2 weeks. Let's make it 8 by next week. Yeah, check out the links in the description and the profile if you're interested in any of these clubs, and I will see you next week.